Hey, what's up, everybody? It is the local Columbus, Ohio author, Good Life Russ. We're here to bring y'all something new. So I ain't gonna talk too much about myself. Like I said, I am an author, I am a poet, and now we're gonna have a bookstore. So what this is a spotlight interview, and we're gonna get into it.
Well, I am Chloe Simone. I am co-founder of the Good Life Bookstore. Let's make sure we put it out there correctly. I am also an author, a poet. I would like to consider myself a visual storyteller and a strategist on helping to develop creatives' visions and help to put that out to the world. And we have one of my favorite poets ever, Miss Naturally Cherry, the poet. And she is here to be spotlighted and recognized for her amazing contribution to our art form. So, Cherry, why don't you tell us who and what you are? What are you about?
Well, I'm Naturally Cherry. I'm an artist, writer, poet, author recently. And I guess I'm just a lover of life. I love to learn. I love to experience life. And that's where my writing comes from. My experiences, what I see, what I feel, what I think, what I imagine, all of the things.
I love that. I love that. So, congratulations on becoming an author. It's something we talk about on our platforms all the time. Most people who set out to write do not, publish the book. So that is a very big deal. Every single book is a very big deal, and the world needs these books.
Yes.
So that's awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, so what I want to know, I'm going to deviate from the list a little bit. That might be happening tonight, but it's a good question. So what I want to know is, when do you think you do your best writing? In a season of rebuilding, or in a season of reflection, in a season of happiness, or in a season of sadness?
Oh, I love that question.
Thank you.
I would say reflection.
Okay.
I feel like I have the whole recipe. Like while I'm in it, I'm only seeing one thing or another thing. But once I can see the full picture, I feel like I can create the whole, the before, the during, and the after, which is what I like to experience the whole thing. No, I don't know though. Some of that in the moment stuff is like, I wouldn't have said it like that if I wasn't right in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be the best writing. I think I like the way the other stuff look, but that's probably the raw, the best writing.
The naturally part.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
So I love that concept. I think it helps to make the writing more authentic. But do you always write from your own perspective, from your personality and your viewpoint, or are you telling a story for others?
Both. I think it's from my perspective. I think I have a unique way of seeing people, of seeing things, of experiencing things through someone else's perspective. So I think I may have a knack for writing. People often tell me it feels like it's from their perspective. Like I'll share something and they like, was you looking at my window? Like, did you read my diary? And so while it's my perspective, it turns out that I'm telling a lot of different people's stories without even realizing. One of my first writing memories, I was like 12, writing a story about a lady doing drugs and getting beat by her husband. Like, I don't know where this came from, but I shared it with my aunt. And she cried and is like, this is like, you don't even know this stuff. And I don't know where it came from. It wasn't a movie. I have no idea why I would have been writing that. But that's like what I do.
I love that. Some people, well, the people I know, say like, you're writing from like past people's lives who wasn't able to release, you know what I mean? Like this type of energy, these type of words. But like for them, it just needed to be said. They didn't even need justice. They just needed a voice. So a lot of times, like, that's who we are as poets, and that's who we are as performers. Like, you're the voice for a lot of people who have been silenced, muted, or who are too afraid to speak up. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's powerful. I would say, okay, so for the book that you published, What was the most meaningful and challenging part of writing the book?
Probably deciding that it was done.
Okay.
I can't say when I started writing the book, but there was a certain point where I got stuck in that loop of it's not ready. It was never going to be ready. And so the most challenging part was to look at it and say, this is the book. This what's here is here. This is what's getting put out, because I would have edited, added, taken away. I would have done it for another decade.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was the most meaningful part, to be able to say, this is done. Like, I did it. Let's get it out there.
I love that.
So maybe a little personal. You can tell me to back up if you need to, but I think that this is excellent insight for future writers and aspiring writers. Would you say that the book wasn't ready, or were you saying that you weren't ready? And then how did you know when both of those things were ready?
I would say I wasn't ready, probably. Now I realize, however, at whatever stage I released that book, if one poem being before the next or the font, none of that really mattered. It was that I needed it to look a certain way, kind of how we talked about which stage of writing. I wanted it to look like that last stage, but I was in is it too messy? Is it too raw? Is it professional enough? And so it was me getting out of my head about what it needed to look like and just letting it be what I created.
Yes.
Oh shit. So I would say we're gonna deviate a little bit. Cause we all have aspirations, we all have dreams.
Mm-hmm.
When I was young, I thought I wanted to be a lawyer until I seen how much paperwork they gotta do. I said, I don't want to do this. This ain't it. So if you weren't writing books, what would be your thing? What did you want to do ever since you were a little girl? Outside of writing.
Or did you always want to write?
She's thinking about it
I
right
always
now.
have written, but I didn't consider myself a writer. It was just kind of like this thing I do. Like, sometimes I like doodling. People who doodle, but you're in a mix. Like, that was me. Like, I got a little notebook I'd put stuff down in sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've always wanted to connect with people.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I had like one thing. Like, I wanted to be a teacher. I did hair for a minute. I've always wanted to travel. I've always liked to learn. So I think I've always wanted to connect with people in a very meaningful way. But I've never had a concrete idea of what that looks like.
I love that.
Okay. Do you feel like you connect to readers with this book? What is the message that you were trying to convey, or that you hope they receive?
The message was kind of healing and about sitting in that feeling space. I think that's the title. Lessons don't always come with flowers. I think we all expect like a round of applause every time we finally get it. Once we bust our head enough to be like, don't do that shit. Now you expect everybody to be like, good job, you figured it out. No, you usually end up feeling dumber than you did when you did the dumb shit. So that's the process. It don't always feel good. The dandelion was like, we don't think of a dandelion as this thing of beauty. It's annoying. We hate to see them pop up, but them motherfuckers gonna make a comeback. What they gonna do? That's what it's about. And most people don't like to see it, but here you are. Getting on all of our nerves.
Dandelions are delicious too. Sorry, no.
Delicious.
I wait to make dandelion tea this year.
Dandelions are delicious. You can eat them. Delicious.
I've drank dandelion tea. I'm not a fan, but did you pick it up and bite it? Like, how did you find that out?
Being in the wilderness, foraging. But my aunts and them used to bake them and stuff down in the land. I told you they used to eat all kinds of stuff.
I know about.
We was talking about the boiled peanuts. Yeah, there's just a bunch of little weird stuff.
Don't throw any more strays at these boiled peanuts.
I'm just saying.
Now. We're talking about the dandelions right now.
My granddad used to eat dirt. like the Red River Clay or whatever, he moved up to Michigan and he would have people send it to him and he would like bake it. And I did not understand it as a kid. Like, is he cooking dirt? We thought it was like little chocolate chips. He was eating like clay because we was kids. There's no way that you just got dirt out the mailbox and cooked it. But
and I was out there eating rocks, so I didn't even ask questions.
How do you eat rocks?
My daughter used to do that.
The minerals. I need them minerals, baby.
I need some different teeth because
spring water and rocks.
Yeah. Listen, food is medicine. All the earth
change things.
So basically, you guys are the people to go to during the zombie apocalypse because I need to know how to survive.
Yep.
Okay.
DoorDash ain't gonna get you through that one.
We're gonna be all right. So this is a question I think we're gonna have to ask all of the authors. What are the books, and it can be back in the day, it can be today, but what are books that inspired your journey? What are books that were important to you?
I don't know. When I tell you I've probably read thousands of books, like I read my punishment when I was a kid was like not being able to go to the library, or like my mom stopped my book subscription and I almost died. Like,
oh no,
I was so mad. Like, so
I'll give you an example because I'm the same. You know, I like a lot of different genres and authors. So when I was in high school, and I came out 2007. So I remember my best friend got me hip to Zane. Like but I had always wrote like that, you know what I mean? But I kept it to myself because I'm like, the world don't want to read this. This is crazy. But then I read Zane in school and it gave me a whole different look at Black erotica, you know what I mean? Which is like something I'm a part of now, and it's like a whole movement. Like there's a lot of artists that talk about like healing through those kind of books. It's not even, insane. So like for me, Zane is like a huge author. You know what I mean? Like that changed a lot. It opened a lot of doors for a lot of people, and the work was good. You know, it wasn't just fluff. So I was like, okay, that and James Baldwin, like it kind of gave me like I can write like how I want to write. I can be expressive, like you said. I can be raw, and I felt like their work gave me that permission. You know what I mean? So they are kind of the more influential authors in my life. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I did read a lot of Zane.
Do you see any artists that you like in your work, or is your work distinctly you?
I think it would be a combination, like kind of how we talked about feeling. Like I've always been drawn to artists, to writers who go there. Like if I start a book and I already kind of got a feel for how it's going to end, if I flip to the middle and I'm like, this is where I thought we'd be at this point, I'm not interested in reading that. So I have Eric Jerome Dickey was one of my favorite authors growing up.
Yeah.
I believe that's how I discovered Zane.
Okay.
So, and then poetry, Shel Silverstein. I was a Shel Silverstein girl when I was younger. And that was kind of one of those, like, when I saw poetry doesn't have to look a certain way. Like, you can talk about anything. You can end it where you want to end it. Like, it's just words on a page. And so I think that's what shaped my writing, is writers who really went for it and who did it in their own way.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I know, and this could be an open-ended question for everyone. We kind of had like our underground book club in high school. Like you had mentioned Zane. That's kind of how we all found out about Zane. You had the homegirl that had the book, and the book kind of got passed around and had a lot of stories in the book too. So did you have some kind of setting or environment like that encouraged you reading and writing?
So a lot of my reading was kind of done under wraps. I was way ahead of my years, like as far as reading, and I didn't really have anyone pouring into that. So I was finding what I could find. So instead of getting into Harry Potter, I was reading BET love novels in like the 6th grade. So I had an older sister. She was like 6 years older than me. I would take her books. Like it started with me just like sneaking them. And then she would set out ones that were like, this ain't Zane. Just read this.
Start
Not that. So it was kind of just like older siblings, older cousins, and I'm kind of like sneaking what they read. And I'm like, oh, this is the good stuff. Babysitters Club ain't talking about this.
A little different.
Yeah. I would say.
I think by the time I got to high school, I was into mysteries and I completely stepped into a different thing.
Doing detective work out here.
Yeah.
We all do. I would say for me, I started mostly in comics. Like I started in manga. Like that was something when I read Rich Dad Poor Dad that aligned with me, because like when he was a kid, he built a library in his backyard for all his comics, and his friends could charge him a quarter and come for 10 minutes and read whatever book they wanted. So I had something similar to that, like with my comics, because like I'm a very simplistic person. So like I like receiving, especially literature that people don't want. And there was a lot of people, older people was donating books. Like we used to go to yard sales. I'm seeing books for like 10 cents. So I would just buy books, especially if they was in great condition. And I was always a reader because, you know, we grew up without technology. So we didn't really always have a phone. We didn't always have a computer screen. I had MapQuest. You did. I had to print out directions. I had coupon books. Like I had to know how to read.
Man, those detours used to stress me out.
So we had to be a lot more, you know, efficient back in the day. And I was one of those kids who I felt for the people like even years before us who had to walk to the library to get all their knowledge. Like that's a different type of hunger, you know what I mean? So like the library became one of my safe spaces. It was quiet. It wasn't many people there. You dig? Like it's big, it's open. So that was for me.
Yeah, I definitely was a library kid at the school library, the public library. When I moved to larger areas, I was amazed to be in an area that had more than one library. I'm like, I can go to this. You don't have my book? Let me go over here because y'all playing.
Mm-hmm.
No, definitely. So question for you. Why now? Like, what was the deciding factor for you to say, clearly you've been working on this book as a labor of love and representative of, your life's journey. So what made you say, I need to put this out right now?
Outside of support from fellow authors, it was kind of like if you don't do it, you never will. Like, even by the time I decided to write the book, it was written. I just had to figure out what that would look like, complete it. Mm-hmm. And so it was kind of that when I came to the realization that I've already written a book. Now I'm just refusing to put it out because it's done. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of, sometimes we don't do things until you kind of have no other choice, until you realize you've already done it. And like Russ said, you're the only one holding this back. Like there are no obstacles at this point. There are no barriers.
Yes.
And so that was kind of, had to look at myself like, what's the excuse now?
Mm-hmm. So going back to that original question, and that was you were ready, not even just waiting on the book, just when you were ready.
Yeah.
Can I piggyback off of that for a second?
Please.
So how do you feel now?
About the book or just?
Yeah. How do you feel now about putting that book out there, recognizing that you already had the book, that you always were an author? How does it feel now sitting in this space?
I don't know. That's such a hard question to answer because now, I don't know. I guess it's just kind of, I don't know how to sum it up. It's okay, like I said before, it almost feels like, why would you have waited that long? Like it's a little bit of kicking myself, but then it motivates me to go for things now. Like I'm going for things now that I wouldn't have, because it's like, why not? Like you've already done the hard thing. Are we going to do this again? We're going to do this again. And then in 5 years, be like, you could have been done this. So now it's forcing me to be like, don't do that shit again. Do it now.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah, you remove the barriers mentally, you dig? Like, because they say even when it comes to like healing or getting in shape, like it's a mental thing. It's all mental. Where it's us in our heads telling ourselves either we can or we can't, you dig? And the more you tell yourself you can, that just becomes how you talk. You can about everything. And then that is a part of also manifesting. It's not just attracting, but it's also receiving and being ready and then releasing, you dig? And it becomes that beautiful cycle that I get told I don't remember every single project, you did, because as you start to progress through the things you've done, it just become the things you've done. All you know now is what I'm prepared to do or what I'm stepping into, the becoming, instead of I am. It's no, I'm becoming this and I'm cooking more and I'm outside more and I'm talking more and I'm doing interviews more, you dig? Those become the momentum. And then after that, you just gotta see what happens. We can't decide what happens. We can't tell people what's gonna happen. We just have to be open to anything happening. And maybe Oprah hit us up looking for them books. You know what I mean? Like those become a regular Tuesday now. So I'm excited to be amongst authors. I'm excited to know I can sleep knowing there's more books in the world. And this has been great for me. Like at this point, I think it'd be good for just a reflection to ourselves. So now being who we are, what will we tell younger us? It could be advice. It could be I love you. It could be anything, you dig? But I think that's a good way to wrap things up, especially since you say, the healing aspect. It's what I love. I love tying that into everything. So I'll start and then y'all can decide y'all's order. I don't want to tell women what to do. So I'll just start. I'll just start. Younger me. That boy. So what I would tell younger me is to be a lot more stingy with my heart. And I am an empath, so I can see everyone's potential. And I put my heart into a lot of people's potential. And I was ignoring like my potential. You dig? I was ignoring myself. So I would tell myself to be a lot more stingy. Being an artist has made me very stingy with my time and how I move about the world and what I choose to respond to even. So I don't think I got things wrong because it got me here, obviously. But I definitely think I could have avoided like a lot of hardships and a lot of heartbreaks being a little more stingy with my heart. So that's my thing.
So I misunderstood the question. I thought I was telling younger me about like the author or the creative journey. You're telling me I can pick
any journey, because younger me didn't want to be an author. Younger me wanted to be a lawyer. So that advice wouldn't stick per se. So just as what you learned on the author journey, on the parent journey, all the journeys, like what would you tell younger you?
What would I tell younger me? I would tell younger me to speak up.
Sure.
Because I was super, super shy, super, super quiet, would hide behind my mom's leg, didn't want to meet new people or do anything. And I would physically like shake every time I had to stand up and talk. So I would just say, speak. There's nothing wrong with your voice. You have something important and valuable to say. You yourself are valuable. And you're not going to die. It literally felt like I was just going to shake and break apart until I, broke apart into the particles into the universe. But yeah, that would be me. Speak up.
Sure. Great advice.
I was a lot like that, very shy. I was afraid. I had a fear of being seen. I still do a little bit, but I think that's what I would tell younger me is to just do the thing. Like, don't worry about what it's going to look like, what anyone's going to think about it. even how people feel about it, just do it. Like if it's true to your heart, if you want to do it, if you're excited about it, do it. And yeah, you never know what those opportunities and those little things will bring your way.
Oh shit, that's powerful. So as a consensus, how do we do our first interview? I think it went well. This is take 1 too, everybody. Just so y'all know, in 20 years when we on Unsung, this was take 1. They were worrying. This is take 1, and y'all did great. See how easy this is?
What about easy?
I mean, for us, not for everybody. Don't go start doing interviews. I'm not saying that. I mean, for us.
I feel like we should actually use you as the guinea pig. I feel like me and Sharice should have asked you questions and saw how you answered the question.
Another day.
And then move on from that. I feel like that would have been a really good training exercise for us. You know, so we could see a professional at work, you know?
But I didn't want it to become a therapy session. You know, my lines be blurring sometimes. I'll be like, hold on, this is a book thing. This ain't a let me look at your brain thing.
You would be the one having therapy. You would be the one we interviewing.
I don't know about that.
Are you I know this was great. Therapy?
But I know this was great.
Oh, okay. I think Cherry did amazing.
I do too.
I think she was over there worried and then answered amazingly. I'm like,
yes.
Oh, she was like, oh, I have to think about the questions, and then gave the best possible answer that you could give.
Yeah. And now that you've done it at this level, everything else is gonna be like, oh, okay, this isn't like what I did the first time. I could do this. And it's gonna be on CNN and stuff. But you still gonna be like, oh, this is nothing. Young in my living room CNN. I'm comfortable. This is nothing. Answer your little questions. I'm ready. I love it. So what we gonna leave y'all for is where to find us again. I'm Good Life Russ, like on everything. And by the time y'all see this, there will be Good Life. Yeah, everywhere, everything. There will be the goodlifebookstore.help live, active, ready. Authors, make sure y'all submit y'all's books. Book readers, make sure y'all hit them links. Make sure y'all get these books. Make sure y'all talk about it, post about it. Word of mouth is still my favorite marketing. That's all y'all got for me. I got no more. That's all y'all got for me.
Well, I mean, I think that was the best way to close it. I don't know that I can add to that because I don't have Chloe Simone on my shirt. I'm gonna find me something to put on my wall for this next interview. And then I want a Good Life shirt too, but I feel like I want mine like specific to me. Like it needs to be a little eye on there for the little slant eye.
Dazzle, yeah.
You know, just some extra stuff. So, Miss Cherry, do you have anything else that you want to share with the world?
No, not really.
Where can we find you?
Oh, yeah. Naturally Cherry the Poet on Facebook and Instagram. And ain't too much on my YouTube yet, but stay tuned. It's just Naturally Cherry on YouTube. And there's some dope stuff coming that way soon, too.
And I think we got a couple of events that you're going to be. So we have some locals because, y'all rep, that area. Maybe if somebody happens to see this, maybe they know what kind of scenes to maybe see you at.
Specific events, I'm not sure. I'll be in Cleveland in August. I'll be in Warren, Ohio in May. Other than that, Dayton, Columbus, Cincinnati. I'll probably be at an open mic somewhere.
She's moving. Busy. She's out there.
Booked and busy. I love to hear it. Well, we appreciate y'all from taking the time from y'all's day to tap in with us, lock in. Make sure y'all follow everybody on this stage. Make sure y'all are sharing y'all story as well because the world needs it.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Peace.